If you slice your driver and you want to know how to get rid of it, follow these 5 steps and I'll show you what most golf instructors don't teach their students. I'm gonna walk you through all 5 steps so you can figure out how to get rid of that big old banana slice, all right? So step number 1, I'm gonna walk you over to our drill station here, okay? If you look down over here, is we have a drill station set up that I'll explain here a little bit how to take you through all 5 steps. I'm gonna show you how you set it up. That way you can go to the range and do it yourself and you'll have no problems being able to practice and work on getting rid of this, okay? So first is you got to understand that when you go to practice, you got to have an intention of how you're going to get rid of something, and you got to know what you're doing wrong to then be able to get rid of it, okay? So the things that control a slice, right, how to get rid of it is the path and where the face is pointing relative to that path, right? So if you have a path that goes that way, but the face is still open like that, the face is still open, the ball's still gonna go to the right and slice, right? If you have a natural people that slice, right, most go over the top this way, over your top, and the face is open, it's gonna go to the right. But if the face is closed, then you're gonna snap hook it real low, okay? So you'll have kind of both of those two-way misses. And then of course you'll have somebody that tells you, oh, well, just aim more open or aim more closed, and you're just gonna make it worse, okay? Okay, now that we're ready to start working through those 5 steps of how to get rid of that slice, step number 1 is your alignment, okay? Alignment is very, very important when it comes to getting rid of the slice. Why? Because if you're set up incorrectly, then your body's gonna have to compensate something to be able to get you the ball to go back online, okay? Our brains are pretty smart when it comes to that, figuring out, hey man, I'm aimed really far right. I need to open this face. I need to close this face to get it back to it, but it's hard to do, okay? So you gotta be able to aim correctly, okay? So the first thing I want you to do is grab an alignment stick and put it down your feet line to make sure that you're aimed correctly. What this is gonna do is gonna set you up so you're aimed right at the target, so you get comfortable knowing what's the right way to get aligned, okay? If you're not aligned correctly from the get-go, like I said, you're gonna have bad habits. You're gonna have to do something different to get it there, right? This right here, this setup right here, is why a lot of people slice. They're aim way right. The body knows if you swing correctly on plane, which we'll explain later what that is, but if you swing on plane, the ball's gonna go away right. So then we start going over the top to try to get it back online, or we start slicing, right? So then your buddy playing partner's like, hey, well, just aim more left. Then you end up like this. Well, if you try to compensate this way, you're probably gonna open the face and the ball's gonna slice, okay? So you gotta figure out how to align correctly to then be able to fix it, right? And a big key of that alignment is understanding how you're setting up, but getting comfortable to how that looks, right? Look where your face stay down, tilt your head sideways, and see where that alignment is, right? Where you're aiming. That way you get comfortable. You're probably gonna feel like you're aiming too far right, or you're probably gonna feel like you're aiming too far left. That's why you need some feedback, okay? This station is all about giving you feedback. That way you know how to practice, okay? Now, step 2 in fixing the slice is that you got to understand the path, okay? And the golf plane, how to get that to go that way, okay? So the plane, if you stand here naturally and you just turn back, that's where the club wants to travel, okay? That's the golf plane. Typically, it's a straight line from the shaft through the body, imaginary line that goes that way. That's gonna go all the way this way, and that's a path, okay? That's where the path's at, okay? So that's when we talk about swinging on plane, that's what it is, okay? So you gotta understand what that feels like, and you can just do small reps like that, just going back and through, and make sure that that club is pointing somewhere behind you, not really high, not really low, just pointing somewhere behind you like that way. That way you can try to feel what that is, okay? Now, step number 3 is knowing how to practice it, okay? This is a big key. You gotta go to the range and practice it. If you look down behind me on the range, you're probably not gonna see many people using alignment sticks or training anything. So you're kind of wasting the practice session in a way, unless you're just warming up, and you still should use an alignment stick when you're warming up. But this station we got here is alignment stick, okay? And we have another long alignment stick. You can get these at Walmart or whatever place has the long sticks like this, okay? And you stick it in the ground at an angle, okay? So you stick it in the ground like this at an angle, and that's gonna give you the proper setup here to get that going, okay? Okay, so this station here for step number 3, step 1 was your alignment, and step 2 was kind of learning a little bit what the plane looks like. Step 3 is now we get to the nitty and gritty of how to start practicing, okay? So this setup here that we have with this alignment stick is, if we have the ball up here, right, you're gonna set the ball a little inside of the alignment stick. That way it gets in the way. That's the point. You gotta miss it, but it's gonna be in the way right now. You're gonna set up that alignment stick here, and I suggest put a pool noodle or something on it so you don't break it, because you're gonna hit it at first. If you're a slicer, you're gonna hit it at first. But you're gonna set that up there, and you're gonna swing under it on the backswing. You're gonna stop, okay, and then you're gonna swing under the alignment stick and hit the ball. If you go over the top even slightly, you're gonna smash that alignment stick, okay? That's why this drill is beautiful. You can do it with irons, but it works exceptionally well for a driver, okay? So you're gonna go back, you're gonna pause, and then you're gonna practice swinging under and clipping the tee just like that. Really slow like I'm doing, okay? This drill here is gonna show you how to swing on plane, and it's gonna feel very weird. It's gonna feel like you're swinging way to the right. Well, that's because that's what you should be doing, is swinging a little bit into out, okay? This is gonna force you to do that. So you're gonna set up here, okay? You should feel the weight on your right side, just as a tip. And then from there, you're just gonna turn the body and swing under that stick, okay? So weights here, turn the body, boom. Weights here on the back side, turn the body and hit. Back, freeze, turn the body and hit, okay? That's gonna stop you there from going over the top. It's gonna force you. If you go over the top, you're gonna hit that, you're gonna smash it, okay? So that's step number 3, all right? Okay guys, so you learned step number 1, 2, and 3 of how to fix a slice. Now we're gonna get into 4. We're gonna start actually hitting some balls, and we're gonna explain to you how to close the face a little bit. That way you can swing from the inside, but the ball doesn't continue to go right, okay? So you gotta have the right path, right? Swinging into out, that's gonna force you to do it, and then you gotta be able to close the face to get it back to swinging on plane and closing the face so the ball can turn back to the target, okay? So you're gonna put a ball, let's do it without a ball first. You're gonna swing back, you're gonna be pausing here, and on the way down, you're gonna feel like you close the face, okay? You're gonna see that on this camera, the face is closing, okay? From there, you're gonna close the face and clip the tee. You wanna feel like the face is open here in the backswing, and on the downswing, the face is closed here, okay? Back, close the face, okay? Now we're gonna hit some balls, right? Step 5 is actually hitting some balls so you can start seeing the ball curve from right to left, okay? So back, and then close the face. Start feeling that closing without you throwing the club down, okay? Close the face. Here we go. And I want you guys to do this very, very slowly, okay? And go back, pause, and close the face, okay? The ball should roll down the fairway or barely get out there. That's the whole point, just to be able to practice the feelings of it, okay? It's not to be rushed, okay? So this right here, this stick, is stopping me from swinging over the top. That's all you need. You need feedback. This whole setup over here is all about having the proper feedback, okay? Move back, and boom. close the face. That's it. Very, very easy. Now we add some speed to it, the ball's gonna start getting up in the air. Okay? Okay. Add some speed to it. All right. Go. And the ball will start to draw, okay? Guys, that's how easy it is to fix a slice. You need to be able to have a setup, come to the range and have some contention of what you're working on, okay? And then set up a station that allows you to work on exactly what you're working on. If you're working on path or if you're working on the club face, this drill right here forces you to do both, because if you know you're swinging under that alignment stick and the ball is going right or left, then you know you need to control that face, how much you're opening it, how much you're closing it. That's gonna help to put the draw, okay? If you're hitting fat, you need to put something behind the ball to make sure you stop hitting that. There's a lot of drills you should always have intention when you come to the range, okay? So guys, I hope that helps a lot. I hope you get out there on the range and practice this. It's gonna help make golf way more fun when you stop hitting those banana slices and start hitting draws. And make sure you comment down below anything else that you guys want to learn, and I'll try to get out here and make it happen for you guys, okay? Enjoy the rest of your day. Y'all have a good day.